It's time for your favorite episode, except for all the other episodes to come after it.
I really do cherish this episode. And if you hate this episode, you never have to watch Helluva Boss ever again. I'm fucking kidding. Of course you do. But do you have any predictions or anything for this episode before we start? I know we kind of talked about it at the end of Harvest Moon Festival.
And we're going to get the dirt. Is what my original prediction was. I can't believe, because despite how much I do actually really love that video we made, I don't watch it every day. So sometimes I look at these and I'm like, I'm surprised I remember what my prediction was. But yeah, they're going to get the dirt. I can't remember what happened last episode. What was the last episode?
Harvest Moon Festival. And we found out that Stella has hired an assassin to kill Stolas.
Okay. So we're probably
kind of
going to get the dirt on that,
point.
if I'm being real.
What? You think it's related to that?
Probably. I mean, it could be. We're getting the dirt on someone. Now, you said there is a clown in this episode.
I did not say that.
I think that I got you to say that there was a clown, but you were not going to identify what clown.
You said, is the clown in this episode? And I said, I'm not going to answer that question. And you said, I refuse to believe that your favorite episode does have a clown in it. And that was the entire conversation.
Okay. Maybe. But if the clown is in the episode, what are we watching? Truth Seekers, like the live-action TV show. Whoa, wait! I just want to know those fake ads.
Those fake ads really drive you mad, huh?
I just really want to know what your ads look like in today's episode.
It's a total.
Okay, hold on. It's in the middle of the episode. Clearly, I've been watching this recently. Okay, anyway.
Wondering why you can't find the motivation to do the.
You're like, clearly, I've been watching this recently, and they're like, you need therapy. What do you think viewer discretion really means? I said I was ready. I lied. Because, like, I'm here because I like traded my soul in exchange for you playing Baldur's Gate with me. So, like, I'm here. Is that at my discretion or at your discretion? Whose discretion discrests this?
I'm discressing.
You are the discresser, I am the discressee.
You are the viewer, I am the discresser, and no one is being advised. I will say also, I was writing notes on it last night. There are not a lot of like things in the background that I have to like pause and point out. And so much of this episode is so emotionally charged, and there are like long spans of scenes that I just want to like sit through and process. We might like pause. I might pause in between the lulls just to like talk about it. So if you have anything that you need to say, you could say pause at any moment, or you can wait until I pause it after a big scene and then we can talk. But
I was about to say, are you telling me to hold my applause?
No, like... I'm not telling you to hold your applause. I am telling you to like we're gonna have like moments where we discuss like certain things throughout. There are like sections of this episode that are, I don't know what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I don't think I'm gonna be pausing it every 5 seconds to like
What you're saying
cry.
Is you have a lot of feelings
I have
that you have to unpack.
So
and it has
many
to happen
feelings.
In patches.
And I'm going to be very torn between pausing it and crying and just letting it all play out and processing it as it's happening. Anyway, that's what I think I'm saying. If you start
crying and it's not over something genuinely emotional, like I cry at the drop of a hat. I could get misty-eyed over them talking to their kids and having emotions like that. If you cry just because Kyle is wearing a special outfit or something, I will come to your house and fight you. On your front porch in front of your Ring doorbell so that you can put it on the internet later.
Maybe what I meant was that we'll be fine.
No, we just watched this on the game you were playing. What's the quarry?
Yeah, the secret lair. I love.
It's been 14 seconds before you had to pause.
I know, but I do have to point this out very much. He's sitting on a fence drinking boba tea with a book, just looking at earth horses. All the rest of those were scenes from previous episodes, and then there's this.
Right there. This was the first sighting.
Must use this dark
oh, these are the people I said that I didn't think could be in charge of anything important.
They always attack at random. All over the country. There's no way
but he sounds like Joey.
But he sounds like Joey Wheeler.
Remember, we can't be seen.
Pardon my words.
Is he related to Dumpster Cat?
Being the loudest.
Luna, close it! Moxxie!
Animation's different in this episode.
good, isn't it?
Colors.
This episode
Rest
has a
in
lot
peace,
of
Millie,
different
by the way. I'm sure that
cool
she's
art
going
styles.
feral right now.
Oh, I also love that not only is he like showing visible concern for Moxxie, which is kind of new, but using him as a battering ram to get past the
Like
one
I said, the
agent.
B on that sliding scale really from like, I'm worried about you to I will use you. I'll trip you in a zombie apocalypse. Oh, at what point do I give you my unpopular opinion that I don't care about Stolas at all and I actually just want him to be part of a threesome with them? Like, at what point do I admit that to you?
You and I are multi-shippers.
This is a question that you might not have a real answer to, but is Captain Falcon about to turn into a Blitz ship?
No.
Or is he turning into a Stolas ship?
He's a Stolas ship. He's still not in the
Damn.
show.
I just need everyone to know that I have never met Captain Falcon because he's not in the show yet, and I'm really invested in him.
I love him. I'm obsessed with Visaga.
What if Captain Falcon and what's his name, Wally, end up together and they take over the world? The guy who's gonna tie you to the railroad tracks gets tied to the railroad tracks, and Captain Falcon has to save him, and then it's an enemies to lovers arc. Oh, poor Millie.
Blitz's emergency bag. And there's a horse with a gun.
What about one medicine called emergency? What does it do? I'm gonna Google it really quick. There's one spelled exactly like that. That's like a medication. And I'm about to see. Like an immune system booster so that you don't get sick when you're traveling. It's like airborne.
Yeah.
So when he's traveling back and forth, he has to like drink his really nasty citrus flavored powder that you gotta either drink a whole cup of or put into one shot and throw back.
So he doesn't get human diseases like COVID.
I would believe that he licks it like he like had like a stick and eats it like Fun Dip.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh, there's a horse keychain. Is that what you were trying to show me?
Well, that, and did you see the horse with a gun?
No, I just only saw the horse key ring. Okay.
And
Horse
yeah,
with a
there's
gun
a
is
little
funny.
like horseshoe and a horse.
I guess it's
button.
a button, not a keychain. It's
Yeah.
fine.
It's very cute. And the little IMP logo. I love it very much.
Could he like wash anything he owns?
It smells like they went this way. Come on, let's find the dumbass twins.
Puts her in her backpack. This scene is, I think, not to overhype it, one of the funniest scenes in the entire show. I'm just gonna like
All right, I'm
let it
accepting
go.
that at face value, the hype is as high as it can possibly be, and if this doesn't
Lower the
crack
hype.
me up, then I have to lower the bar for the rest of the series. Because you told me if I didn't like this episode, that I didn't have to watch any more, and I have to tell you, if this is the funniest joke in the whole series, I am about to be blown away or walk away.
It's not that funny. Lower it again. I take it all back. This episode sucks.
Lower the bar, quick, lower it!
Look, shitbag, it takes a lot to keep me down, all right? I took a
Oh, their
fuck ton of
tails are tied
tranquilizers
together.
in college I dropped out of. I want something iced, bitch, Mox.
I'll have a Neapolitan cappuccino, more cappuccino. Make sure it's got no more than 4 ounces of milk. The beans won't have the right texture otherwise. And make sure they spell my name correctly on the cup. They always put Foxy or Roxy. I hate that. If you can't handle that, I'll have a venti traditional misto. Please use soy milk with 2 blonde shots, affogato and ristretto. I'd also love 3 vanilla pumps at the very bottom. Then add the coffee after. Then add... Enough!
If we have to, we are willing to resort to torture methods to get answers out of you nasty hell beasts.
When you say tortured, you mean physical or psychological? Physical seems counterproductive. We would likely tell you anything if it meant an end to the pain. And you would have no way of knowing what was true.
Or we might like it too much, and then you've got a whole new thing to deal with.
What do you mean by that?
Ah, you're stupid, huh? I could work with stupid, daddy-likey dummy.
You are the ones at our mercy.
It's hard to resist. I'm really sorry. I mean, considering your approach thus far, you've had us tied here for what, hours? And you haven't even had us confirm what exactly we are.
What are you?
I'm a Virgo.
Hey, aren't we gonna get our phone call, bitch?
Well, that entirely depends. Who are you gonna call?
Your fat mom, taking her for a fat time.
Nice try, demon. His fat mom is dead.
Anyway, hold
A
on.
lot very quickly.
Commercial. I know, it's a lot. seeing this movie tonight. I also love in that scene watching Blitz's facial expressions, because the whole time he's either like watching Moxxie with concern or like watching him with like pride, like visible pride.
That was very cute. There was a lot of rapid fire stuff going on. It was a very good Moxxie scene. I mean, Kyle was funny too, but Kyle always does stuff like that. I feel like I am also proud of Moxxie.
This.
The guy next to him.
He does a spit take because there's people in the facility. This guy's like, really?
Damn, you're pretty agile for an old lady. I'm like 5 years older than you.
So the demons want to play games, huh?
I love his stupid head.
Well, we could play games.
Bitch juice.
I'm just worried about Millie. She'll be on her way by now.
Hold on, pause. This.
She'll be on her way by.
Look at the shape of his head!
Sir, they're filling this room with something.
Fuck. What the hell is this?
I think it's some kind of airborne truth-telling syrup.
Oh, you just guessed that's what it is?
Well, just ask me something specific I wouldn't normally tell you.
Okay, does Millie ever peg you?
Sometimes. Wait! Ew! Fuck! Why that?
I knew it.
Well, your suit is tacky. Fuck! I'm sorry.
How fucking dare you? You have shitty taste in music! I'm sorry.
Shit,
On today's
thanks.
episode of Zone of
You
Truth
said
does
you
not
liked that
compel
music.
you to tell the truth. It just means you can't lie.
Yeah, I know, but clearly this stuff is compelling them. And even if it wasn't,
Or
okay.
are they just arguing to argue?
Exactly.
It seems to me like they just want to get back at each other and then go, oh wait.
I do think it's funny that it takes truth-telling serum to get Blitz to say any of that, as if he wouldn't do that on just like a Tuesday unprompted. I'm so excited. I might have to mute myself.
Damn, Moxxie, this is
To
all
sing.
your fault.
How is this my fault?
It is no prank, bitch.
Hey! Why do you sound like that?
Because you, my precious little bitch boy,
Stop it,
are
sir.
tripping balls.
It licks it.
Perhaps you should crack open a
The
dictionary
clown outfit.
sometime, and then maybe you could understand half of the frivolous things I carry
I noticed.
on about on my steady life without
Shut up!
Why do you hurt me so?
I know.
Why must
I
you
push my friends away.
Why does it seem like a recurring thing that you alienate with your toxic routine?
I don't know. Eventually, everyone
Because
goes.
you're thoughtless and cruel and you'll end up alone.
I don't need you. I can do this shit on my own so easily. You tried the solo act. It didn't work out so well.
It's Fizz!
Hey.
It's not really Fizz though. It's just a hallucination.
It still counts.
And it is
I think
real Fizz
that
because he's
you
got
owe
a tail.
me the biggest I told you so.
This
So like I told you so.
very excited about Fizz. Okay.
I had no idea.
Are you afraid to love people, Blitzy?
I believe your self-conscious is trying to tell you that you simply cannot fathom proper intimacy, but also craving as well. It's rather unfortunate, sir, considering it's often how you treat those who stand by you, such as myself. Are you worried I may have enough of it one day as well?
Stop fucking talking
I can't wait for the I'm quitting my job arc.
We accept your true feelings, so promise me
That I can do
to be true. The world is your anus, so peg it with honesty. I've been a jackass, it's true.
You've been a jackass,
But
it's
soon
true.
as we're back as ourselves, I will be a better friend. than I was before.
I also didn't point this out, and I'm going to. The broken heart tattoo on his forehead was in both hallucinations.
I'm just trying to experience an emotion, and these motherfuckers can't stop going like 3 seconds without making sex jokes. I mean, the whole thing ended up turning it. I was literally prior to that second thinking this is going a lot better. I was almost the words. This is a lot more productive of a hallucination was on the tips of my tongue, and then they were like pecking and erections, and I was like, never mind.
You don't think though the world is your
this is.
You don't think that saying the world is your anus, so peg it with honesty is being productive? Because can't relate. What words of wisdom?
Do you remember what you said to me after my first day with the company?
Not really.
I remember. You told me I did a good job and that you were proud to work with me. I feel like you wanted to say something more judgmental, but you said that because I needed it. And it helped.
Look, I'm hard on you because I know what you're capable of, Mox. You care too much about what everyone thinks, except for me, because, you know, my opinion is correct, but just keep doing a good job, okay? You shoot and kill good, you escape things easy, you can be strategic and cold-blooded when you need to, and don't expect any more compliments. I'm maxed out.
Thank you, sir.
You know my name. Use it.
Thanks, Blitz.
Impressive work, Mills. How'd you get here all by yourself? Looney!
Get your asses out here before more fuckers show up!
Okay, sorry. I had to clap because the way that I think the interrogation scene is one of the funniest scenes in the episode, this is the coolest fight scene in the entire show. It is like buckle up.
She turned back. So shut up about the fight scene. Let's talk about her ears popping up before the rest of her changed.
Before the rest of her.
Cute.
Okay, I've had one too many emotions for today, guys. Let's fuck these fuckers up!
Okay, I do have to pause it before we even get into it, because Luna immediately jumping into action and grabbing that before it hits Blitz is very important to me.
Toy.
It lives rent-free in my mind. Okay, here we go. Now we're actually gonna watch the fight scene.
None of these people seem to be screaming as they're dying.
Oh, not at all.
Not a single shout of pain. I feel like the guy whose arm fell off would have screamed. He's laying on the ground, not screaming. Him running up and down her like a little lizard. I love it so much.
What? I am just so damn proud of you, Looney. Bye, sweetie.
You know that thing that Lissa does in that one Fire Emblem Warriors game where she like cartwheels with the axe?
Yeah.
I really wish she would do that.
She's kind of doing something
How about some
similar.
water?
Sure.
Hydrated queen.
Thanks, Flynn.
Water's a
No
scam.
problem, Millie Billy.
Who wants some quality time with Daddy?
Woo! How's that for demon scum? Oh shit! Come on, fam, let's blow this cocksicle joint.
This episode is not over yet. If you're feeling overwhelmed, it's not over yet.
You demons aren't going anywhere now.
Him protecting them. Putting his hands up. Ah! I can't.
I'm sorry, that was too...
Agent O.
I know, that was supposed to be cool in the middle of this interesting, intimidating appearance. The duck feet waddling across
Duck
the
feet.
floor.
Walking
You know
around.
that video that's like how fast can a duck run across the room and it'll just be like plop, 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 plop. Anyway.
Luna recording it.
Stole it. Well, hold on. How did you know that we needed help?
I have my ways, darling. Are you all right?
Ugh, I'm fine, Stolas.
Good.
How the fuck did you get caught by humans? Are you little creatures not being careful up here? You know, if you get in trouble, I get in trouble. We don't want that.
They caught us off guard, Your Highness.
Yeah, you can unclench your bird pistol. It's not gonna happen again, okay?
Now, let us all return.
Yes, please. I'd like to get back to the correct hellhole as soon as possible.
Am I going to get any thank you for the rescue, Bitsy?
Well, I suppose you should. Want me to fuck your brains out tonight?
Very much so.
All right, but you're keeping quiet or I'm using those bear traps.
Oh, please
The
do.
bullshit. The level of bullshit that was.
Nobody at corporate is ignoring this.
So, like, these guys are, like, monster demon hunting section of, like, either the government or whatever that want to be taken seriously, right? They're, like, the Area 51 for demon. But, like, in 10 years when they declassify all this information, the people of the country are just going to be like, okay, cool. Can you lower our mortgage taxes? Like, you know what I mean? Like, whenever they declassified, like, literally earlier this year that there was, like, an actual alien life that had been found and that they had been researching and stuff, everyone was like, okay.
All right, good
cool.
job.
In this economy? Like, so I just, what do they think is going to happen?
I don't know. What do you think is going to happen?
Maybe they'll get the
I know
funding
what
that they need
happens
to create Area 51, and then they'll try and kidnap all of the demons so that they can experiment on them.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I would do.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would accidentally kidnap the cherub and try and experiment on them. And then corrupt the cherubs.
Corrupt
or the
the
cherubs are kind of already corrupted.
They kind of already
point
suck
anyway.
a little bit. Hold on, I have to go pee real quick while you process.
I process. Every time I get emotionally invested in anything in this episode, it'll be like, or in this show, it'll be like an emotional moment, and then they have to break it with a dick joke because they're so afraid of feeling. Even the producers of the show are afraid of feeling. And I'm like, can I just have a moment to be emotional? And they won't let me. Anyway, can't wait. Can't wait for emotion and joy and love and happiness. Then to adopt my werewolf daughter, who I'm still taking, and I'm not sharing.
What
He
did you
doesn't get
say?
to work. Oh, nothing. When you play back the recording.
What?
There you go. I feel like.
Oh, I do have
this
Instagrams and stuff to show you.
Was a cool episode. I don't know if I would say this was the funniest episode I ever saw.
No, but I do love the interrogation scene, and I revisit it.
The
a lot.
interrogation scene was very funny.
Yes.
And I think it was funny. I think that the whatever the last episode was with the farm, I do think that was funnier than this one. So I according to that bargain that you backed yourself out of, I would have been leaving. But I think this was the coolest like series of things I have seen.
Yes.
And I'm impressed at Kyle for actually participating in the fight, because every other fight scene I've seen, it's really just Billy handling everything, and then at the last second he walks in with a gun and blows off one guy's head, and then he's like, I did it. It was me. This is the first episode since he was introduced to the show. No, wait, maybe he isn't it. Is this the first episode that Wally hasn't been in since he was introduced?
No. He wasn't in Lululand, he was not in Spring Broken.
But I thought he was in a TV commercial in another episode.
That was
I
in
thought
Cherubs.
he was in Spring Broken. I hallucinated it then. It's fine.
That was in Cherubs, because it opens with Blitz shooting the TV. And there's
Imagine
the
everything
Cherubs
was
jingle.
the same, except at the end he was the one who showed up instead of Storm.
There's a lot of Instagram posts that tie into this episode. I'm very excited. The first one is this old one from Blitz that says, gotta go see one of Moxxie's little plays after work and make it up to him. I don't know what he's making up, but he went and saw cats. And then he left halfway through. And then we have, this is also an old post on Instagram. This is Moxxie's actual coffee order. I like how they made his name Karen. Then we have, this is the selfie. I don't know if you caught it when they were in the middle of killing a bunch of people. Blitz grabbed a guy's head and took a selfie with it. There it is.
He looks like Pinkie Pie.
He does. We have these two from Stolas and Blitz's account. We got carried away with the bear traps. And then this one where Blitz doodled a bunch of fucking horses all over his cast and said he didn't stay quiet.
Okay, listen.
Horms.
First of all, you can't see my mouse, but the one that obviously has like the top hat
Yes.
This is the most Babadook that this has ever looked.
What do you think the most watched part of this episode is? Most rewatched part of this episode?
The interrogation scene.
You think the interrogation scene?
It's between that and the fight scene in my head. I guess it could have been the tripping stuff, but I bet it's the interrogation scene because all of those jokes ran by so fast.
Nope, it's the Stolic's kiss.
Of
I don't know
course.
how to tell you this. Most replayed.
Okay, well, I guess I didn't account for the horny.
It's that. For a while.
You planned this in advance because you just wanted to be able to see it twice. Throwing this in the universe, it's their breakup arc, and if you love it, set it free kind of breakup arc, because that feels like the direction this wants to go.
Maybe. I will say that the relationship
trying to get at.
they have right now, and you know this, and because you've said it out loud, and I feel like it's a correct feeling to have. The relationship they have now is not healthy.
It's transactional, no, yeah.
It's not even a relationship, correct? It's a business deal. And if one or both of them wanted an actual relationship, they may or may not need to start over. I also wanted to point out that him being there and Blitz being like, how did you know we were in trouble? Stola saying I have my ways. We know that he can spy on Blitz because of the first episode where he's watching him in his bubbles, which means to me, he saw the who wants some quality time with daddy scene that lives rent-free in my mind. And I know it's living rent-free in his mind. I just know it.
It also means he saw him gargling drool, tripping out.
Yes, he probably might have.
And let it go further than that.
Unless he just started spying on him right at the beginning of the fight scene. That's entirely possible.
No, I believe wholeheartedly that he started spying on him when he got into a nice bath, as he does, and was sitting there in his nice bath going, maybe I don't have to. You know, like sometimes I will be in the bath and I will be situated and comfortable and it's nice and toasty in the bath. And I'll hear like the dogs freaking out or like Ethan yelling down the hall. And I'll be like, maybe they'll figure it out on their own and I don't have to get out of the bath. That's what happened. Was he was waiting until he was like, oh, fine, I'll get out of the bath. And you know what? Thank God that he enjoys a good bath because someone has to teach Blitz how to bath.
So the next episode is the actual thumbnail for it. I showed you a different one when we did Hell of a Boss According to Brie, which was like a screenshot from the episode. I'm not showing you that this time. I'm just showing you the thumbnail. If you remember it, good for you. If not, here it is. This episode is called Aussies.
Oh. Well, I remember the thumbnail now that you said the name of the episode.
So then you know what's coming, don't you?
Your clown. But we get the entire Rock of Asia experience.
Yes,
we get the Alec Baldwin as well, right?
Yes.
Like
we are gonna meet Fizz and we are gonna meet Ozzy. Very excited about that. Do you have any predictions for what this episode is actually going to be?
Well, so I haven't actually gotten to meet, like, for real, meet your clown.
Right.
And I know some stuff and things about him because I exist in a space with you. I've been hesitant to make predictions about him because if I get that wrong, I'm going to get it dramatically wrong because it would be like a real prediction and not just a dumb bitch prediction. I don't know why Kyle doesn't like him. I know that there's probably a reason why Kyle doesn't like him. I'm assuming that the reason that Fizz doesn't like Kyle is because he got out and didn't take him with. Like, the audacity of you to get out and leave me here.
Huh. Okay. All right.
I'm either so wrong or dangerously close to something. And no one will know until the moment it happens.
What I'll say about this episode is that I can't call it my favorite because I have firmly stuck my flag in Truth Seekers being my favorite, but I love this episode so much. It's one of my favorites. S tier episode. It's so fucking good, not just because Fizz is in it. It's very, 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 very good. I will say you were wrong about this episode that we just watched. You thought that IMP would be breaking into something, and they were in fact breaking out of something.
They were breaking out of something, but someone was gathering dirt.
Yes.
So
it wasn't
I
them.
wasn't fully wrong.
It wasn't them, and it had nothing to do with the assassination attempt on Stolas. They just got caught in the wrong place at the wrong time, but
Stolas was involved.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna accept like a 15% out of 100 on the prediction there. So I have a new obsession to make you aware of. I mean, it's not a new obsession. It's been ongoing. But I just want you to know, I love Double D tootsies.
His little feet, they were so good in
His
this
little
episode.
belly get curled up and just like kicky. Anyway.
He's like sitting in that chair all tied up and they're like...
in this episode.
His feet were very expressive. I 100% agree.
Are we done yet? I have to go potty.
We're done. Okay, thank you for watching. Any final words about Truth Seekers? Did you like it?
It was very cute. I don't think it was my favorite episode thus far. But
okay, that's fair.
It was your favorite episode. And I did like the interrogation scene. The world is your anus could have been left out.
No, it couldn't have. It's iconic.
The world is your anus.
The world is your anus, so peg it with honesty. I want that on a cross stitch on my wall. Okay, that's all. You can go pee now. Thank you for watching this. I can't wait to watch this.
Okay, I love you. Bye. We're going to remember to say goodbye this time because I felt guilty about not saying goodbye.
Okay, bye.